What's up, YouTube, everyone? Welcome back. Sorry I've been gone for a while. Had to get me a new job and been gone for a little bit, so that's why I haven't put out a video. And I haven't done too much to the house, but last time I was here, we did make some improvements. So as you can see here, we tore off the front side of the house. We put a couple windows up, and we got a brand new door here. So all the windows I've been using so far in the house have been all recycled windows. I just kind of wrote down all the numbers of the dimensions of the windows that are already there, and I've been trying to match it or get pretty close. Sometimes it's smaller, sometimes it's bigger, sometimes I think it'll fit, but I actually have to change a lot of stuff, so I'll kind of talk about that. And then we got right here a brand new door from Home Depot. This was a pre-hung door. It's a metal door, so I'm not going to cover how to install that. There's videos on YouTube how to install a pre-hung door, which I watched myself, and you know, it helps to have a hand to help do that. I did have to add a couple pieces of wood going down each side right here. You know, I put some long 3-inch nails going down here, and so far it's working out pretty good. Added some wood around underneath the floorboard thing, and yeah, kind of filled in this little space right here with some wood, as you see, and that's pretty much that. So we had to tear down all the siding stuff. We call it siding, which is pretty much this right here. It's this ugly roofing looking siding that's been on the thing. So you see it right here. Tear all this down, bagged it up. At the same time, you have this felt membrane, and then you have insulation underneath it. So tore that all down. Wear a face respirator, whatever you got. Your COVID fucking surgical mask is what I've been using. Probably not the best thing, but when dealing with fiberglass, you want to have some type of respiratory protection. And then I got these metal conduit lines going on, so I need to kind of figure out what to do with these. Is there a nail back there? Oh, there is. So yeah, I gotta figure out if I want to keep them, where I want to run them, this and that. Right now, today, I'm just going to be pulling out the rest of the nails here. On the first side over there that I finished, been using the cheap OSB. It's like orientated shrink board. It's glued together and shrunk down. This is what it looks like. This piece right here, so this is OSB. It comes with the edge painted. When you cut it, you're supposed to like paint the edge again, so to make it more resistant to water. This was just something I rigged up. So yeah, that's cheap. Plywood is better. I kind of found that out a little bit too late, and that's also what I used on my roof. But I mean, they're building whole houses out of OSB because it's cheaper, and I mean, it's good enough. So that's been going on up until now, where OSB used to cost $22 for a board. Well, now they want like $52 per board. So to hell with that. I'm not paying that for cheap OSB wood stuff. So we picked up some siding today. So this is painted. I think the painted was like, you know, 30 or 50 cents more than the unpainted one. It was a whole deal over at Home Depot. I spent like an hour and a half there waiting for them to bring this out, and turns out it wasn't what I thought they were bringing out. But anyway, so this is just as good. It's a little bit thinner probably than the OSB I used on the one side, but we're going to put this on the front of the house. And then I'm still probably going to end up covering it with the tar paper, and then later put wire and then the stucco and paint it and all that, so it doesn't matter too much. I'm not sure if I covered this side last time. Right here we have a little shower spot. I mean, it's kind of, as I mentioned before, those high winds freaking ruin everything. But yeah, so you see the OSB board right here, and we got the felt paper. I've been using felt paper that you would use on the roof, which is good enough. They do have a thinner paper that they sell, and it's cheaper, but I mean, if you were able to slap it up and then get on the chicken wire ASAP that same day or next day, or you have the time, then I would probably do that. But it's pretty thin, and out here I'm not doing it all at once, so if the wind would catch it, it would tear it like a sheet of paper because it's real thin. So this roofing felt paper is better for my purposes because, I mean, you know, it's thicker, it's more tear resistant, stuff like that. I have a piece of OSB right here that I'm gonna pull off, and I just put this up to cover my little water pump from the elements for the meantime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and pull off all these nails, all the staples. I got to clear all this stuff off before I start slapping up siding. I also discovered that for some reason on this little wall I have a piece of rebar sticking out into the house of the wall, if you can see that. So one of my first steps I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this with the saws on both sides, and then we have our big beautiful viewing window right there that is also by Habitat for Humanity Restore. It's a good resource. There's quite a few of them scattered about SoCal, so we kind of went on a mission one day to checking out all the ones close by. This was pretty much brand new, so that's what I used. I did have to knock out one of the supports right here. Make sure that's solid. Yeah, it feels good. I screwed it in. I had to add new board above and below the window. Kind of resize it. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but yeah. So if you guys are interested in learning more about truck driving or what I do, this and that, how to become a super trucker like me, you know, leave a comment below, and then I'll make videos about truck driving if you're interested in that. If not, well, this will kind of be a little bit slow going, so, you know, this and that. Hey George, how you doing?
How y'all doing?
Great. Alright, so here's what it looks like finished. We got that siding on, we got the windows, took them off, put them back on. Some problems that we ran into doing this would be trying to make sure it's all square. Doing around the door was kind of a pain in the butt. We used finishing nails to get this on, that way that you don't see much of a head. Right here there's a little bit of a flap because there was no beam to nail into. We got to this overlap, so my next step is I'm going to tear out the inside wall. I'm going to add a beam coming right here where these two meet, so I can get this tacked down nice and tight. That way you don't see that little bit of bowing or space. I might add some liquid nail glue to that as well. But overall it's looking pretty good. My next step is I'm going to sand that old piece of wood down, and I'm going to get to priming underneath the eave right here. I've already done on the sides. I probably should have not been lazy, and I should have done that first. That way I don't risk dripping primer on this nice painted siding here, but I'm going to paint it all green anyway, so I guess it won't matter too much if I do. Just for the meantime, I put my solar light back up here. It's a nice bright spotlight that my neighbor got me. Motion activated, that thing kicks ass. It's available at Walmart, and I guess you can link them together, like where if one goes off, they all go off. I just got one now, so that's that. My neighbor told me a thing about living out here is you want to keep your hood over your car because rodents will shoot through your goddamn wires. There's something that attracts them. Okay. So I mean, this truck's brand new, and it barely sits out here for like a day or two at the most before I'm gone to work or doing something else. So I'm gonna change my oil today, and sure enough, look at what I find. I got exposed wire right here on this battery terminal cable. Okay, they exposed the wire right there. I need to get some electrical tape on that. And just coming down here, they've been chewing up this one particular wire at least. I hope they haven't damaged too much more, but I don't know why the hell they do that. But I've been killing off the rats and the mice as I find them, as I'm out here one by one. The BB gun, it's a little bit, I don't get as many as they're out here, you know, they reproduce like rabbits. So we took to making some homemade rat / mice traps today. Make sure these all roll freely. This one's a little tight. Might have to adjust that one a little bit, but pretty much I got this off YouTube. I mean, I have regular mouse traps. For a while they were working, sometimes they weren't. So what you do is you get yourself some 5-gallon buckets, drill a hole through on each side, get some wire hangers, and clip the bottoms off, run it through, bend in the nail right here, size up your PVC pipe, this is 3/4, to be able to fit into there with a cap on it. As you see, we got these caps, okay, so that way, then you run it through. This will be the final step here. Feed it through, get your cap on there, make sure it spins freely. Clip off this side right here. We're gonna bend this down so it's secure. So I got all my buckets rigged up now as mouse and rat traps because I'm tired of messing around with them. I want them gone. I want to kill as many of these little bastards as I can. Oh, that rolls alright. Try getting the cap on there a little bit tighter. Alright, that's better. That was the one, right? Yeah. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get the soap out. And I'm going to fill up all these with some water and some soap. That way, once the rats / mice fall in there, they die. Yeah, it's going to take forever. Maybe I'll just take some dirty water. Recycle this dirty water here. Fill it full of enough soap and water that they die. And then, gotta kind of make something for them to run up on. You could watch all this on a different YouTube video, okay? That's where I got it from. And you just gotta kind of like make a little bridge for them. Alright. Out of there. All right. So now the rat, the mouse, both I hope, will come running up this. We're gonna smear some peanut butter all around the middle of this thing. And then they're gonna go for the peanut butter. It's gonna roll and they're gonna fall in there and drown and die. And I hope to come back and find lots of dead rats and mice. So that's pretty much all there is to that. It's a passive way to, you know, get these rodents taken care of, because now they're messing with my truck and homie don't play that. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a dead rat in here already. More of this one. I got one that has a hole in it, so whatever rat decides it's unlucky enough to fall on that one, it's gonna get shot with a BB gun. If the animals don't get to it before I do. And we're gonna put these around the property, around the house, various places. And we'll come back in a couple days. We'll see how many we caught. Alright, so that's pretty much it for now. Not doing too much today, just want to start knocking these rats out. And we'll see what happens in a couple days. Alright, so we left all the traps out here in different places. Kind of hot spots where we see rats and mice for 2 nights. So let's see what we got. Right here, we have this little block going across. So occasionally I'll see rats coming out, you know what I mean? And so I put one right here. And looks like we got one big old guy in there. So we're gonna take them all and dump them out where the animals will eat them. Various things come by and eat these. I mean, every time I kill them, I just kind of pour them out and they disappear. Whether it be snakes, ravens, wild dogs. There's one. All right, let's get the bucket from over here in all the wood pile. Oh, looks like this one's empty. Maybe it wasn't spinning that good. It's not really rotating that good, huh? Maybe that one's flawed. Yeah, 5 buckets. Looks like we caught something we weren't really trying to catch. We got a chickadee. So that right there is a chickadee. It's like a little chipmunk type thing. They run around. In the nighttime, you see them run around here. I usually pop them with the BB gun. So it looks like we got a couple in here. The chickadees, I don't mind. I don't think they're the ones eating the wires in my truck. But we got one mouse, another chickadee, and that one. So far we got 2 chickadees, 1 rat, and 1 mouse. Okay. Grab my BB gun. Alright, this last one had a crack in the bottom, so we couldn't put any water. So if there's anything in here, it's probably still alive. So I got the BB gun. And we got nothing in there. Nothing. It looks like they ate all the bait too. Maybe these aren't. Maybe I didn't drill the hole center enough. I guess I could try to redo the hole a little bit better so they spin more. I got one half-eaten mouse in this trap. That's gross. It smells. Let's see where to put that other trap at. Another chickadee with his eyeball eaten out and maggots in it. And then we had one trap inside because we had this mouse inside the house. Alright, so all in all, we got 3 chickadees. Oh, there was a mouse in the first one. There's a tiny mouse in the first one. 3 chickadees, 2 mice, 2 rats. That looks like half a rat, I guess. So that's what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7? That's pretty good. I was hoping for more. But hey, that's pretty good. I mean, hopefully I'm starting to get these populations under control. Definitely gonna reset all these. By the time I get to it again, it'll probably be real nasty. Because of how often I'm out here. Yeah, something will come along while we're working today, and enjoy those. So this one's good, right? That one's good. I think I'm gonna try to fix a couple of these. That one spins pretty good. That one's alright. But if it was over here, that means I dumped something out, so it caught something. So I'll try to refix a couple of these holes on the end caps and see if I can get it to spin a little bit better and catch more stuff. But I mean, yeah, they work pretty good. I mean, definitely better than nothing. It's damn rodents, you know. So I added 2 beams right here because like we're that much off from the beam. So I added a couple here, one underneath the window, and then one right here on the end where this one was overlapping. So it's just kind of things you're gonna run into, issues, you know. Gotta get on the wiring. My plan is to do all the outside walls first and then figure out my wiring situation. Pull out all this old wire that's in there. I got some new wire. I'll keep the conduit. I'll try to keep most outlets where they are at already. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching this month's video. My time is kind of, you know, I'm limited on time. I don't get that many days off, and I'm gone a lot. So on my days off, I gotta be here working. Don't always have the time to put up a new video, but I promise I will try to get one up once in a while. I don't put a lot of the actual work on footage because no one watches that anyway. I know you don't want to see that. You just want to see the before and the after. So there it is. Yeah, when it comes to doing doors, we kind of put some expanding foam shit down in here, and it's kind of a real mess and hard to clean up. So I would say if you're doing a pre-hung door, or not pre-hung, but I would say just fill that full of caulking, because caulking wipes off with water. That's what I learned this month, whatever. Alright, so subscribe to the channel if you're not already. If this is your first video, we're out here living off grid, fixing up this old cabin into my house because it's just too damn expensive in California. And take a look at some of the other things I put out. Catch you later.